This is the only game that I've speedrun. And it's kind of cool because, like, I first got this game, I don't know, 3, 4 years ago. And, it'd take me like 3 or 4 hours to beat the game. I remember when I finally devoted, like, a lot of time to it to get this trophy where you beat it with 5 or fewer deaths. Finally got that. Then I didn't play it for a long time. Then when I started to stream, I figured, oh, I'll play that Limbo game. It's pretty cool. It's fun, man. I still haven't gotten tired of it. But then some people came on here and were like, hey, you should speedrun it. I figured, nah, I won't be good enough. But I figure if you find a game that you don't get tired of and play it a lot, you can get good at it. So if you play like platforming games at all and enjoy them, you could probably get good at this game. Some guys do things on this boat to speed it up. I don't know how to do that, so I'm just playing around with his arms. He's doing the arm things all automatically. Mad Max, like, is that a new current game? I didn't even know there was a Mad Max game. It makes sense. Probably be a better game than movie. But I didn't even know there was a Mad Max game, to be honest. Is it pretty good? Okay. I'll have to look up some gameplay on it. Whoa. That was kind of funny. I don't think that cost me too much time. Not usually how I do it, though. Alright, so you'll see the normal way to do to get over this pond here. So the good guys can get... Oh wait. They can get to that box in less than 3 minutes. I got it like right at 3 minutes, so that's pretty good for me. That's what I love about Twitch. It's if there's a game I'm curious about, in most cases you can go onto Twitch and find somebody who's just like a normal person just playing the game the way a normal person would play it. Instead of like having to watch a review or they may or may not be or getting money from the game company or then if you find people who have like similar game tastes as you, just it's a wonderful thing. So yeah, I agree. This spider is crazy hard the first time you play the game. And it's pretty frightening the first time too. Yeah. And you might see just like the middle part of the game or something, which is cool. Yeah. That jump wasn't very good, but that's fine. Alright, so I'm about to split up here, and usually the really fast guys will split at like 4:58, I think. So 5:03, usually that's about the best that I know how to do. Partially because of that boat, and then just other general movement after that. So the world record on this game is 39 minutes and like 50 seconds or so, somewhere right around there. It was just set last week by a guy named Sad David, who usually shows up at some point in here if he's not busy. Come on! What's happening? Alright, I don't know what happened there, but that was really slow. I dropped like 3 or 4 seconds later than normal. I think it's because I don't have a consistent strategy there. Alright, but we got the good jumping pattern. Which means I can jump this first try without slowing down. It was close though. Excuse me. So is it snowing in Denver or is it just real cold? Alright, so this is going to be a slow segment, but whatever. There's also one little skip coming up. Not really a skip, but a faster way to do a part that I don't think the programmers intended. Okay, cool. I'm a fan of the snow. I like it. When it snowed there in New York, it was the super heavy, wet snow. Just instant snowball stuff. It was great. My nieces and nephews were right on it though. They made a snowman just like within, I don't know, 20 minutes of being out there playing in it. Alright. So here's a little skip coming up. One of the easier ones, but I could still mess it up. Alright. So that was it. When you're casually playing the game, usually you jump on the rope, jump off to the right, but you don't get the ledge. Then you climb back up, swing back and forth on the rope a little bit, and then make it up there. Yeah. Nice. Did you head up to the mountain then when that happened? Alright, yeah, I lost like 4 seconds on getting out of that web. Alright, here's another skip. I'm gonna jump over this tire instead of run away from it. Good, I got it. That one saves 10 seconds. Usually you run away to the left, wait for the tire to go into the water, and then you can move along. That one kills a lot of runs. So, this is the point where I say, okay, this is a good run. I probably won't reset. Because I can PB with this run. In theory, pretty easily. Built an igloo, nice. But you drove some go-karts out in the snow and ice and stuff? That'd be amazing. I've never done that. Alright. So in my PB I died the first time I tried to jump that tire. So that's what the 11-second time save is there. But we're already on sub 42 pace, which is my goal for today. I almost died there. Jeez. Alright. That's awesome. I like building igloos. It's been a few years since I have. I've got a sister who lives in Utah. We built a pretty decent igloo, I think 2 winters ago. And it was a cool one. It was from like an old mound of snow that had been sitting there for a few days. So the snow had hardened up a little bit. And we just dug into it. I think we patted it down, or it already had been patted down from sliding on top of it. So that was the easy kind. We didn't have to build the walls up. They were already built up. Alright, so there's a little boost coming up here. This is kind of cool. It's kind of freaky though, because there's these spikes down here. So I'm gonna climb the top of the spider right there, and then jump up. So that was like a medium amount of boost. Sometimes you could land all the way up on the flat ground. You don't have to climb. There's a sneaky little jump that saves you some time. And this box can cause problems up here. There's fast and slow ways to do it. Sometimes you can just flat out miss it. That was mostly the fast way to do it. And up here there's this little slope that I'm going to try to land on. Ah, I missed it. If you hit that slope, it actually boosts you forward pretty nicely. Saves a good, I don't know, a second or maybe 2. Sometimes I forget to grab this body, which is terrible. This week marks my 9-year mark in Florida. I moved here the early December of 2007. That's kind of a critical jump to get. It can cost you a lot of time if you don't get that boost. But it's pretty easy if you know the mark. Alright, I don't like this part coming up. I have to do it kind of slow and safe. Whenever I try to go fast, I really screwed up. Alright. I need to learn how to do that quicker, but at least that was safe. I didn't lose time. Alright, so we've got that worm skip coming up that I showed you. Nice and landlocked. I actually don't go to the beach much, like if ever. I'm not a fan of the beach. But the lakes here are so perfect for wakeboarding. Alright, here we go. Yes! Oh, that makes me happy every time I get it. Alright. So this is a very good run now. And I did get that skip in my PB, so it's not gonna... Probably won't save much time. at the next split. Ooh! If you land in front of that little critter, he runs back into the hole, and it costs you time. Oh, okay. That was the same thing in Central Oregon where I grew up, but like I knew a lot of people who hunted, but I never did. My dad wasn't into it, so you know, dad doesn't go, then you don't go. Which is fine with me. We went up to the lake. And that's why I ended up down here. Ooh, gold! Okay, okay. Now we're talking, man. Uh-oh. Did I jump too early? Nope, that's fine. That was actually pretty fast, because I almost jumped too early. But I lived. Well, this part coming up is like the auto-scroller, pretty much. This water rises, you have to kind of wait for it for a while. So it's kind of a relaxing part of the run. But you can still screw up here. So, I would still live out west if it weren't for how perfect wakeboarding is down here. Yeah, I do miss going up into the woods, up in the mountains. The cool nature stuff down here is obviously the lakes. There's some swamps that are kind of cool. And the springs are beautiful here. They're 72-degree water all year round, so they feel nice in the summer or winter. Got the crystal clear blue water. Really cool. Just dislocated both the kids' shoulders there. Alright, no reason to rush on this part. But the part after, there's a time save that's possible, but I've never moved fast enough to get it. I don't know how to. I've tried to figure it out, but... Alright, so we're definitely sub 42 pace. I think you're right about that. You sound like me. When people get talking about traveling internationally, I'm like, yeah, it's cool, but there's a lot of the US that I haven't seen. And if you travel within the US, you don't have to learn anything new. Your money is the same. The culture, more or less, is pretty similar. You can drive with the same rules everywhere you go. It's fantastic. Alright. This part coming up, there's a swinging worm, goes left and right. It's going to go into my head. And if you did the previous part fast enough, you don't have to wait like I'm waiting right there. So I didn't do it fast enough. I'll read that in a second here. I gotta make sure I don't fall in the water. Don't go to the backwoods. You talking about Deliverance? Which is, they filmed Deliverance, I think, just like a few hours north of where I live, up there in Georgia. So what states have you been, like, furthest west or furthest east? The north and south and all that. I think I've been to half of the states now. I think 25, where I've actually at least driven through a state or spent the night in the state. I don't count the airports. I wouldn't say I've loved everyone. Like, I just drove through New Mexico when I moved here. We spent the night in Albuquerque. And it was pretty bland. But I wasn't, I was just driving. So I'm sure I didn't get a good representation of it. I jumped a little late there. This is a pretty good run. I feel pretty good about this run. Okay. So that's about as east and west as you can go, except for Hawaii. To the west. Eee, get it. That's a decent turnaround there. What am I doing? Alright, that was stupid. I jumped twice on that. I don't know. Maybe it was quicker. I was thinking about the states I've been to. I need to get back on the game focuses. Alright, there's a little trick on this ladder that I've been doing. I think it's faster than not doing it, but I don't know. These ladders, if you climb up and down a little bit, they go a little bit faster than if you don't. I think. I don't know where I lost that second. Ah. Well, that's the normal worm in the head thing. If you're quick, you can get the turnaround like I did on the first one. First one I got the turn and the jump. Oh, you were? Okay. Which part of Florida? Did you go to Disney World or go on a cruise? Or neither of those? It's funny, Florida's a lot bigger than a lot of people realize. Like, I've never been up in the Panhandle. I could drive for like 7 hours or something and still be in Florida to the north. Ah, that's slow. Okay. Yeah, it's fun to see little kids. Just blown away with the magic of Disney. So I live like a half hour north of Disney World. I went a couple times when I first moved here. That was good enough for me for a while. One tourist thing I finally did again last summer was went to Crater Lake up in Oregon. I grew up like 2 hours north of Crater Lake and only went once when I was a little kid. That was amazing. Like the clearest water in any lake in America, I think, and the deepest lake in America. It's a beautiful place, man. Kind of surprising there's no big theme park in Denver. Alright, so we got a little bit of a challenging part coming up here. But generally I know how to do it quickly. This bug can fly away if you walk at him too fast, so I learned a trick from the guy who holds the world record. Jump here, stop, walk, go. Alright, we're good. I used to take about 5 seconds to do that. Alright, so this is called the tire factory. For a good reason. There's a tire that comes out up top. And there's a one cycle technique I'll do in here. Alright, that was good. Ah, I pushed that pulled it too far. So this part up here is normal. Nobody's figured out a faster way to do this. Alright, we won't get... There's some swag I've been doing lately there, but I didn't get it. Fine. You can die on that drop if you don't do it right. Alright, so here's the one cycle deal. I'm gonna get the box and go through the door all together. Hopefully. Alright, so usually you have to climb all around and stuff. Dude, Great Lake in Montana. I want to go to Montana. That's one state I haven't been to and I really, really want to. It just seems awesome. I want to go up to Glacier National Park. It looks unreal up there. And one of my good friends just went to Montana this spring to do a wakeboarding photo shoot. Ah! No, what? That was weird. This little body bent in half like a banana. Alright, so this isn't the fastest I've done these boxes, but it'll do. It won't kill the run. Oh, okay. Yeah, I bet up there with no real big cities to ruin the night sky. The starriest sky I've ever seen was at Lake Powell, because there's no cities around there. I saw a crazy shooting star. It left a trail for like 3 or 4 seconds. Really weird. Maybe it's normal, I don't know. Alright. This run's going really well so far. Okay, so there's a skip coming up here. And it's interesting. The way I do it is like the medium speed version, which saves quite a bit of time over the casual version. But there's a skip where you can save like another 10 seconds on top of what I do. which I've never successfully got it, so I won't be going for that one. The way I do it generally is pretty easy as long as you stay focused. So I'm gonna get up here as quick as possible. I can hit that just to screw around. The fast version, you just jump on the box, get on the ladder, and then go through the door. But the risk is the door will kill you if you mess it up. So this is the medium speed version, which is pretty easy. So normally, a lot of people pull the box over to jump up on this chain, but you can just do that. That's awesome. I actually find this safer than pulling the box over. Yeah, I've got a pretty good feel for the game, so thank you. This run's going really well too. Obviously best ever for me, but man, the top like 3 guys who play this game, they have it a lot better than I do even. Which is like the world record is more than 2 minutes better than me. Hopefully we'll change that with this round. Why was that segment 2 seconds slower than my PB? What did I do? I don't remember. Alright, whatever. I don't think about it. The cool thing is I still like genuinely enjoy this game. I didn't get the turn. Even after learning it inside and out, playing it, like, I figure I've played over 100 hours of this game. Probably making it the longest I've ever played any game, I think. Alright, here's that part that you came in when I was practicing. Oh, man, I hope I get it. There's a chance I get the good box where it tilts to the right instead of the left. If I get that, it's awesome. But there's a very good chance I don't, and that's what I was practicing for. Alright. Here we go. Gonna do the same strategy I practiced. Nope, missed it. Dang it. That's not a run killer, I'll still be ahead, but I should be up there. Dang it. Wasn't even that close, really. Alright, I just gotta make sure I do this part well. Ah! Okay. That was close. I'm not gonna go for this one too thoroughly. Need to learn that skip too. Alright, well that was okay. Not great, not terrible. Just okay. Oh no! You don't want to climb that ladder like I did. I just tried jumping off too early. Uh-oh, now this is on a weird pattern. No! No! Okay, this is bad. Yeah, that cost me quite a bit of time. And I haven't screwed that part up in ages, of course. Yeah. It's too bad this is a newer generation game and people can't do like a colorized hack of it. Maybe eventually. It'd be kind of funny. So that cart there is the one contribution I've made to the speedrunning community of this game. I'm the first one that I know of to run and jump off of the cart to the left, which pushes it faster to the right. Saves a half second. Uh-oh. I don't know if I pushed that long enough. Just barely. Alright, so that jumping off that cart earlier saved what could have been a real bad time loss. We're still sub 42 time. And the company who made this game made a sequel that came out earlier this year called Inside. And it's color, but it's got a very similar feel to it. It's really good. If you haven't seen it. Uh-oh. Okay, that's another skip right there. That's the first skip I learned that's... No, the second one. It's pretty easy. I almost screwed that up, but I still got it. Alright, this begins a pretty vital part of the run. For the next few minutes, I need to be as fast as I can, because there's a piston that goes in and out coming up every 10 seconds. So the earliest you can get up there, the better. Alright. So that's a fast way to do that right there. Which is awesome that I got it. Just that little push though is probably going to keep me from getting that first 10-second cycle on that piston, but we'll see. That was good so far. So I have at least 10 seconds I can gain on my PB here. But I've got to be really good for the next couple minutes. So I should probably shut up and just play the game. Okay, that was good. That was good. Alright, that was kind of safe. A little bit slow. Nice, that was good. Alright. This elevator, if I don't screw up on this elevator, there's a good chance I can save 10 seconds. I hate this elevator. This part right here. Coming up. I screwed it up. I have to be on the right side of that box. I'm on the left. That means I'm going to be slow. I think. But I'm going to still try, obviously. Dang it, man. That part gets me. Ah, that could have gone better too. Alright, cool. Thanks for hanging out. Have a great sleep. Maybe we'll see you next time. Ooh, I almost got the zit. Corner stand. This is not great. Nope. I didn't even get the normal piston. Ah. No! Ah. Well, at least that was the same as my PB, I guess. Gotta make sure I make this properly. Alright, I missed that jump in the last run I did. Yes, that easy jump. I gotta wait, dang it. I had to wait a while there. Alright, it's still PB though. Nice. Turn up the volume. Hey, 41.5, still 42. Oh, thanks, David. You been lurking in here long? I still got the slow piston in the big room, unfortunately. Because I screwed up a couple places in there. Dang it. But overall, good run. I got Colette. Got tire skip first try, the rope trap first try. But you only get one try unless you die. I did get troll boxed though. And I didn't get the first tooth on the gear. Oh, and I screwed up the ladder before the cart, which would be the 3-second time loss between gear cog and dark lever, excuse me. So it could have been better, but sub 42 without tree skip, I'll take it. Oh, thank you, Stefan. Yeah, controller didn't disconnect, and this is actually the same one that did it, because I switched after that happened yesterday, and then I switched today, so I had a fully charged one. Yeah, 2 gold splits there in the middle. Pretty good, pretty good. No Christmas theme today, which I'm okay with. Quite okay with that. Man, I still need to clean up my big room, though. Maybe I should practice that a little bit. Maybe that means I should see if I can get a 9-egg PB again. Which is almost free for me right now. If I could do the big room well. I'm gonna go take a leak in the bathroom. And I'll be back in a minute.